When you're really into old games, there's kind of an odd perspective switch. I see Neutopia and I go, ah yes, everyone knows Neutopia. But really, it's just well known among PC Engine and TurboGrafx-16 fans. But all 8 of us are very familiar with Neutopia. The reason for that is Neutopia is the PC Engine's Legend of Zelda. Okay, that's a bit unfair. There are some key differences between Neutopia and Zelda, like, give me a few moments. I'm sure I'll think of something eventually. Thing is, even the game's developers are open about the nature of the game. They've said in interviews that they set out to just make The Legend of Zelda, except for the PC Engine. The plot of the game is that Princess Lauron has been abducted by the demon Raphael. As the heroic Frey, you have to get her back. Complicating things is that Raphael took 8 magic medallions with the princess, and these sealed off access to large portions of the kingdom. So you'll have to explore an overworld, find dungeons, get the power-up items in the dungeons, defeat a boss, get the medallion, and then once you've collected 2 medallions in each area, move on to the next zone. Clear 8 dungeons like that and you'll get access to the final dungeon, which of course is bigger and more complex than the earlier ones. Of course, when exploring the world, it's dangerous to go alone. So you take this sword, which you swing by pressing button 1. The sword is always on button 1 and can't be remapped. If you press run, it will bring up a sub-menu, and here you can choose other items that you've found and equip them to button 2. Some of these are dropped by enemies, some are found in chests, and some you'll have to purchase from stores. Some of the common usable items that you'll find include bombs, which are useful for blowing holes in walls, medicine, which will fully recover your health, and a light that will illuminate dark rooms. For things that you won't find in The Legend of Zelda, there are wings that will teleport you back to your last save spot, and a ring that will transform all of the enemies on the screen into weaker enemies. When you start the game, you're at a central temple, and you can walk out the front door to go explore the world. You'll find passages that you have to bomb open, and secrets to everybody that appear when you push rocks. Besides the tips, money, and stores, some of these rooms will contain a way to save your game. Neutopia supports the Tenno Koei 2 battery save device, but if you don't have one of those, or you're playing the US version, then you can just get a password. When you die, you go back to the previous save room that you encountered, but you lose half your gold. Dungeons are found in the overworld, and of course these consist of a series of rooms you have to clear. There are several things that you'll find in the dungeon to help you, and the most important might be the crystal, which acts as a map. With that, you can identify the rooms you haven't been to, and probably find the secret passages that you need. The dungeons also contain an upgrade to your sword, armor, or shield, just one of those in every dungeon, and collecting the new equipment will change your character's appearance. Another thing you'll have to find in the dungeon is the key to the boss room. That room is the only locked room in the dungeon. Anything else that seals up is usually opened by killing all of the enemies or pushing a brick. The boss enemies are a fairly standard bunch, like a dragon that will pause to breathe fire every few seconds, or a golem that will explode to reveal its core. Defeating a boss will let you get a medallion, and that will increase your maximum health. Once you collect 2 medallions from a world area, a passage will open up in the original temple, letting you access a whole new region. Every region has 2 temples, and you can do those in any order you like. You can even go back and revisit a temple if you've missed something. Enemies can drop a few things when defeated, so that's how you can replenish your bombs. But there's also an hourglass that will stop time, and cherries that restore a bit of your health. The cherries are actually kind of a rare drop, so it's tough to replenish your health just by fighting enemies. Still, Neutopia isn't an especially difficult game. It's more of a long one. If you're not using a guide, it'll probably take you about 10 hours to finish it. Neutopia was a big hit on the PC Engine, so naturally that meant there was a sequel. And no, that sequel does not play like Zelda 2. The game is extremely well regarded in Japan, and I saw people calling it the best Zelda copy. And that's not exactly light praise when you consider how many Zelda-style games were released at the time. It probably helped Neutopia that it was released in late 1989, so Hudson could learn from the mistakes of all of those first waves of Zelda clones. My own feelings on Neutopia are that I like it quite a bit. While the influences are very obvious, Neutopia executes the Zelda formula extremely well. This video wound up being so short mainly because there's nothing to say except it's Zelda and it's cool. There aren't even any real compromises to deal with if you want to play the US version. It's just as good. It does feel a little bit strange that a copy of another popular game is one of the PC Engine's best games, but sometimes just doing the thing that people already know perfectly is more than enough.